Hotel Echo Lima Oscar. Good afternoon from London, England. Or should I say good morning, good evening, or good night and rest well from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG Reppin'. Dele London Guna Space Romeo Echo Papa Indigo November. So before I get into DLG Reppin's daily transfer news, all based on Arsenal, I would like you to smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Share this channel all over the globe, yeah? That's virally as well, yeah? That's to your friends and your relatives, yeah? And if they're watching for the first time, make sure they share it amongst their friends and family and so forth. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, yeah, by hitting that subscribe button left, right and center galore, but passionately. And I'll do my best to keep it consistent, yeah? And make sure your friends and family does the same thing and introduce it to others so they can allow their friends and family to subscribe to DLG Reppin'. That's all football fans up and down the globe. I know there's billions of football fans around the world, so get subscribing. Right, like I said, this is my Arsenal version of the transfer window, but this is called DLG Reppin's Daily Transfer News. And speaking of subscribers, by the way, the new subscriber who I called out yesterday and I gave him a big up, his name's Johnny Rose. Big up yourself, Johnny Rose, yeah? I'd like to hear more from you, from the comment section, sharing this channel, likes, etc. Yeah? And all my subscribers, viewers, etc. I'm going to be on the lookout to find the right person to help me with my musical intro and the editing. So this channel will have some, style, some fashion. Yes, I can't wait for that moment. Anyway, possible incomings. Now, Alexander Isak. Now, there's been some reports from articles stating that we are close to sealing the deal to sign Alexander Isak. Now, for me, this is a guy who's going to be the direct long-term replacement for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, having watched him in the Euros, there is a talent in him. We know he's talented. He's got the potential to completely take the Premiership alight. He's 21 years of age, but we're looking at him for the long term. He's going to cost us 30-something million quid. Is he worth it? The goals at Sociedad and the goals and the appearances with Sociedad would suggest he's worth up to that fee. I do want to see a striker. Now, Dusan Vlahovic. Now, there's been reports that Arsenal have or going to make a bid for Dusan Vlahovic. Now, his agent says that they want a bigger project. Really? Well, if that's the case, then it's entirely down to Dusan. Or if Dusan decides that he wants to join Arsenal, he needs to tell his agent to shut up or I'll fire you. And you can always pay, well, not pay, but get another agent. It's as simple as that. What Mr. Vlahovic needs to remind his agent is that I do the talking. I'll decide where I'll go. And remember this, yeah? Ultimately, I pay you to be my agent, not to talk behind my back on my behalf, unless I give you special permission. Right, Bruno Guimaraes. Now, I know Edu is a big fan of this guy. I don't know how Arteta feels about him, but Edu is a massive fan of this guy. Now, this guy is early 20s, mid 20s. They say he's composed on the ball, very good on the ball, and strong physically on and off the ball. Competitive midfield player, and he's someone that we could bring in. He's ideally someone that we could bring in place of Thomas Partey, because we know Partey is participating in the African Cup of Nations with Ghana. El Neni is always going to be our bench warmer, and he's happy to wear the shirt no matter what minutes or games he gets. Nicolas Pepe, well, we know that he's with Ivory Coast participating. I'll be very surprised if he starts for Ivory Coast in the first 11, but who knows? And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Speaking of him, he has now he has now tested positive for COVID-19. Now there was a picture released that came from Twitter, I believe, showing Aubameyang having a party, and he was partying with Mario Lemina, ex-Fulham and Southampton midfield player. Make that one out, yeah? Make that what you want to make out of that one. For me, he's done this, yeah? He's done this knowing that it's 4 days before maybe Gabon participate in their first game in the African Cup of Nations. But hopefully someone like Vlahovic or Isaac will replace him. Another player that we were linked with, Tariq Lapti. Now, I think he's rated highly by Arsenal. I would like to see him come in and really push Tomiyasu to the maximum. And I mean, he'll more than give him a run for his money. And speaking of running, the guy is extremely quick. He might be short, but he gets down that wing like no tomorrow, like a Speedy Gonzalez. He was at Chelsea's youth academy, but got released. Brighton reaped the rewards for his signature, and he has done extremely well whenever he's got into the starting 11. My word, he's gonna be a star, and he has a future in the game, that's for sure. Right, possible outgoings. Now, the one that looks likely to happen, well, there's two that looks likely to happen. I'm going to start off with Ainsley Maitland-Niles, because I believe the deal is close for Maitland-Niles to fly off to Rome to have his medical for a loan deal. He'll be playing under Jose Mourinho. Will he be in Mourinho's plans? I would like to assume so. So he gets that first team football to increase the confidence in himself, and he wants to play football. I understand that, but we are short of midfielders here, and with the absence of Thomas Partey, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, our first team midfield players could be Granit Xhaka and Albert Sambi Lokonga. Now, I wouldn't have a particular problem with them two in the midfield, but what it does, it leaves us without the strength and depth in that part of the midfield, the inner midfield. And that's where we could have problems throughout that month. It depends on what Ghana do. It depends what Egypt do. But we could do with Partey more than we could do with El Neni, if the truth be told. El Neni has been tipped to be sold possibly this summer. Another player that is on his way out on loan, and it's to a championship outfit, Middlesbrough. Now, Middlesbrough have inquired about Folarin Balogun, and I'm happy for him to be playing first team football, but I'd rather see him in the Premier League and really see what he can do in the Premier League and what he brings to Arsenal for the future. There is bags of potential in this guy in abundance. I know that he's talented. I more than believe that he's a talented striker, and he will get his opportunity. However, for the present, he's going to go out on loan. I mean, there was even talks of Saint Etienne looking at him in the French Ligue 1 Millwall, and 3, 4, maybe 5 other championship clubs. But his likely destination is to the North East, and Middlesbrough are seemingly winning the race to get his signature. So I wish him all the best for the rest of the season. Hope he comes back to Arsenal stronger and hungrier than ever to try and nail down the first team spot, and to show the management what he's capable of doing in training as well to get into the first team picture. Until then, DLG Reppin', I'm going to wrap it up by saying, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys to the girls, I always thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Saving the best to last, as I always say. Thank you so ever so much for putting up with me. Until then, look after your friends, look after your families, look after yourselves. Stay safe. If you haven't been jabbed, make sure you get the COVID jab and the booster included. Until then, I'm out of here. Or until then, DLG Reppin', we'll speak again, and now I'm out of here. Peace again, love again, and bless again. Just remember to be nice.